Wednesday. We're going to have an interview with Anita Lewis of the Marie Wilkinson Food Pantry in just a moment here. So we're looking forward to that. It's 42 degrees outside right now, and we hope everything's going well. And on Friday, I think we're going to be, I don't know if we're going to have a guest or not. I had one guest who's had a family member lost, so I think we'll maybe just be talking about the war. And you know what I'm talking about, folks. So right now, I'm going to bring up Anita, and let's see if everything goes well. You know what I mean, folks. We've had a few glitches here and there. There she is.
All
And I'm
right.
going to take down my little thing. I think we'll have the pantry right in the middle. No, 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 no. Come on. This guy is not handling me right. Of course, now I can't get rid. I told Anita about my. There we are. That's better. There we are. Now I'm going to get rid of my little thermometer, and we'll be going. We'll be going here. And yes, good to have you, Anita. Anita is. We'll give her proper due here. She's grants and compliance and outreach at the Marie Wilkinson Food Pantry in Aurora, and their main campus, their main operation is on Highland in Aurora. And Anita, how long have you been with Marie? And I'm just glad you're with me now.
Yeah. So I started with the pantry in November of 2024.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Diane Renner had just retired. Um, and most of your listeners, including you, we talked about already, were big Diane Renner fans, as was the whole community. Anyway, she retired. Her husband built their dream house, so she had to go. So I came on at that time. So I've been doing the grants for, well, almost a year and a half now.
Well, that's great. That's great. I got to talk with Anita a few days ago when one of my other projects, Minister of Justice, and I uh, talked to her about pantries and that was a few days ago. And then we got together about doing more about the Aurora Interfaith Food. No,
Wrong.
excuse me, that was a
We can
slip
talk
of
about
the
the
tongue. That was
pantry.
a Freudian slip.
Yeah, it's okay. But it takes.
It's the other pantry. They're very good pantries here.
They
Marie
are.
Wilkinson, and so I thought I would get her to talk about that. And so
Yeah. So
Oh, sorry, it's
we
about
happen to
that.
be older than interfaith.
Huh?
I said we're older than interfaith. The Marie
Yeah,
Wilkinson.
you probably are.
We are
And are you? When did the Marie start? About?
1957.
Well, then
Um,
that's older because
yes.
they
Oh yeah.
started in about
Start,
81, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
and she started as a soup kitchen because she saw the need in Aurora for everybody, and
Right.
started a soup kitchen out of her house, and it
Oh,
eventually
really?
pantry. Yes.
Did she
Um,
live on the west side or east side? I forgot.
West side off View Street. So actually, very close to where the pantry is now, just a few blocks over.
Oh, okay, okay.
And her house is still there. Somebody lives in it, but it's still a beautiful house.
Yeah, I my church many years ago gave her an award
Hmm.
before she passed away. She was, wow, I forgot how old she was then.
Yeah,
How
she
old
was.
did she lived?
Yeah, she was in her 90s.
It was in her 90s. I forgot how long she.
Yeah.
But anyway, you can see her every day when you go to the library out in the out on their bench.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
So she's permanent there.
Yes.
That's a nice thing about her. And this pantry, what this you say you've probably been around since the 50s? Is that what you're saying here?
1957, exactly.
57.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I wasn't born then, but very, very
I
close.
understand. But
Very close to it.
she had the vision for people helping people with food needs, and
Yeah.
that was good.
Hmm.
And yeah, so how? Give me a rundown of the pantry's operation and your other sub pantries. Why don't you
Yeah.
just give us a little thought about that right now?
Sure. So, We do distribution on Tuesdays through Saturdays, some form. On Tuesdays, we have a walk in pantry, and that's primarily for senior citizens and handicapped people, although anybody can come in. But it's by appointment only, and that's from 12:30 to 4. And during that time, we see about 80 people, and more come every week. So we started at 35, now we're up to 80. And they can come in, they can select what they want. So some people like that. We were hearing primarily from seniors that we were giving them too much food when they were going through the drive-through. So that's kind of what I started at. Um, then on Wednesdays, we do a drive-through, and that's from 11 to 2. And then Thursdays, we do an afternoon send home with our high school students at East Aurora High School. And when the final buzzer for the day goes off at 3:05, the kids come out. They have to either get on their buses or they have to get home or whatever their things are. So we pass out bags to about 450 students every
Well,
Thursday afternoon, and within about 15 minutes. And so it's really fun. They're very polite and appreciative, but it goes fast. Then we go to Friday, and on Friday we're back at the West Pantry, and we distribute from 12 to 4. And then on Saturday we're back on the east side doing outdoor distribution. Because that is from 8 to 11. Saturday we have free on 4th Street at and I can never say the name of the church, but you can.
oh, Iglesia Charismatica Jesus Cristo the
Yeah,
Slumber God, and
yes,
Reverend Edwin Ruiz. It's where the Fourth Street Methodists used to meet.
yeah. And all of us that have been in town a long time still think of it as the 4th Street Methodist. And Pastor Ruiz is an amazing community partner for us. A very, very gentle man, and really advocates for the citizens over there. So he's
That's
great.
Fourth and Marion. That's what it is. Now
Yes, it
that I
is.
think about
Mhm.
it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and that's I was visited there the other day. I was saying to Anita that was related to my other little projects here with the Minister Justice, and there was about 25 or 30 right when we visited about, oh, what time was it? About 11 or something. But that was very well organized, real nice pantry, and I'm really happy that that's on the east side. That's very good. Mhm.
Yeah. They also have a clothes closet in that pantry.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
and we
oh,
do not.
yeah, right.
So we always tell people at our main one, hey, if you need clothes, because they'll ask me, say, go over there on Saturday, and they have some women that are dedicated to just um, putting the clothes away, making sure they're neat, making sure everything's organized, and they do a great job with that, and that's all totally free.
Well, it's a very good thing, and it's been a while, but I remember being involved with that East distribution at the high school. That's a real nice thing too. That's well organized and it's just very good. And
Yeah,
yeah,
we have
and during the pantry right now, is it seeing more people? I think I was discussing with you in the past about SNAP. Have you
yeah,
seen some surge here lately, or is it still
absolutely.
pretty about the same, or what would you
No, no,
say,
no.
Anita?
All we have seen a huge increase. What happened was last fall when the first SNAP, I'm gonna call it SNAP crisis, occurred, when all the SNAP benefits were put on hold. We started seeing a lot more people come in,
Oh, really? Okay.
and then after SNAP got restored, people still started to come because they were told at that point that they were going to have to meet stronger requirements, work requirements, and so people, it really never died down. And then right at that time, we started having ice raids in Aurora, and then a lot of people um, were afraid to leave their homes, and so they would send by proxy. They would send their card with somebody else, so we'd be getting one car, and they would have four families worth in there, and so so as those people were staying home, we were seeing more in one car coming. And also there were some people doing the ice thing that just quit their jobs, or somebody in the family got deported, and so then the rest of the family would start coming to the pantry. So that we saw an increase in. And then right now, we still have the ice thing going on, and the SNAP benefits. Some people have lost their benefits, and other people have to work 80 hours in a month in order to stay eligible for SNAP. So we are starting to see more people coming in to volunteer because either you have to work or you can volunteer.
Right.
So people that are on disability will come in and volunteer with us now. And that we love volunteers, and volunteers are our lifeline. But we have a lot of volunteers that we've had for a long time and are very established. But when we get new volunteers in, we have to pretty much train them. So it's a little stressful right now.
Yeah, we do need. I think it's been written. I've had several articles. Several people have shown me about. You know, the food pantries are doing a great job across the country during this crisis on SNAP and just generally about the economic conditions. Um, but the food pantries can only handle of the insecurity about about a ninth or something. I forgot something like that. Most there's about so many million on SNAP,
Yeah.
and it's it would be over. It's overwhelming. That's all I gotta say.
No, it is. The pantries have always been a supplement to SNAP, not a
Right.
replacement for. And if SNAP, if it continues to get less and less,
Right.
the pantries, we're not going to have enough
Right.
time.
Right. That's why I want to do this and tell people more about it.
Mhm.
It's sort of like I'm not going to say we won't make it, but we got to hope SNAP gets
Yeah,
better.
yeah, no,
And that's out there, and that's on the maybe on the well, our Christian brothers and sisters should start thinking that way. And but that's on more of a political situation. That is,
yes,
and right now we're just going to try to do what we can here to hold the fort, as they say, or keep everything flowing as good as it can. Now, I remember reading, this has been the last months, I'm sure there's fluctuation here, but it was like 300,000 we're going to lose SNAP in Illinois, they thought. And I don't know what the numbers for Kane County would be, but, they'd be in the thousand. I don't know what it'd be, but it'd be something along that line.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be substantial. 300,000. A lot of those are Cook County, and then of
Right.
course us next, and then down south. So, um,
Right.
yeah,
There's other areas of the state are affected just as much as this area too, and it's a total thing here. And the Aurora, the in Aurora here, we have several pantries, and Marie is one of them, and we're so happy that we have Marie, and they've been very innovative. You want to discuss briefly about your garden program?
yeah,
I that's very unique, and you have other
yeah,
opportunity things. You want to mention a few of those?
yeah.
Maybe. Uh-huh.
I always like to, as we get into anything, I like to always end on all the positive things going on, because there are. One of the positive things is our community always comes together when they need to. So just as in any other thing, um, especially our churches
Right.
we're very generous at Christmas time, and still are, with food drives and monetary donations. So that helps, because it does take a lot of money, money and volunteers. But a couple programs that we are really proud of in this last year is the dog and cat food program.
Oh,
Um,
really?
we had so many people coming in saying, you know, I'm going to give this food to my dog or cat before I eat it, because they're the most important thing in my life. And,
Okay.
and we all know that from a mental health standpoint, pets are wonderful. And
Hmm.
especially if you're homeless or you're living in a car or something, sometimes that animal becomes your best friend.
Right.
So we made a conscious effort to really, really start giving out dog and cat food every distribution.
Okay.
And at Christmas time, we gave out full, huge. 20, 30 pound bags.
Okay.
And then we had people coming saying, can we get a toy for my dog? And so we made sure we took care of that.
Okay.
Um, and so we're continuing that. So dogs and cats are a big thing. Um, and then um, with the garden. So for many years, we had partnership with a company called Charity Blooms,
Right.
um, who is a great nonprofit. And after last year, we parted ways. And they love to do a lot of things with different herbs and tarragon and, just different things. And what we're finding, because we are seeing so many people, is
Right.
we really wanted to just do what I call core crops. So,
Basic maybe or core. Yeah.
yes, yeah, tomatoes, green peppers, bell peppers, jalapenos, poblano
Probably onions maybe.
onions, whole
Potatoes.
beans,
You do
green,
potatoes.
yeah,
Yep.
potatoes, all those things that,
Right. I understand what you're saying.
yeah, because
I
those
didn't
they,
realize the other type of vegetables were there. I knew you were doing some basics. I knew that. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
very good.
yeah. So this year we have really, and then we had what we were renting out as community garden plots,
Right.
years. We took those over ourselves too, and that whole area is going to be all tomatoes and all peppers. So,
Okay.
um, so our plans are that we're going to harvest as many fresh fruits and vegetables as we can,
That's
and
very good.
pick them, bring them over, pass them out. Because there's nothing like having a fresh tomato off the vine. Nothing
Mhm.
like, and as with the other vegetables too. So it's definitely going to be our way to increase the amount of food that we can give out. Um, and so we're super excited about it. In fact, we're going to on April 22nd, which is Earth Day. We're going to have an open garden. So
Oh, okay.
come over and I'll get publicity out on it soon. Anybody who wants to stop by and see what it looks like, we've changed a bunch of the beds to accommodate all the different things we're going to grow. And anybody who wants to stop by, and I don't know, depending on the weather, we may have to do some work that day, or maybe we can plant something, or maybe we'll just be drinking iced tea and talking about it. I don't know yet.
Right.
Um,
Are you still doing the chickens or how's that?
so the neighbor actually owns those chickens.
Right. I remember
Yeah,
that, but it was
yeah,
something cooperative on that. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Well, he's still doing them, and actually he brought over 2 dozen eggs the other day. Um, so hopefully we'll get that relationship back this year. And
It's well, you need a lot of eggs, but that's some eggs then.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And
Luckily,
your other source is what do we call it? Not recycling, but you pick up from the stores. What do
yeah,
we call it? Uh, I
no,
forget the name now. It's
um, well, they're food runs.
yeah. You you
So
you you,
right,
you I know all the pantries do that,
yeah,
and you do that. I know you do.
yeah. So we have our trucks out. We have three um big vans, and then we have two full size box trucks. Those five trucks are out all Monday through Friday, picking up. It's called rescue. And,
That's what it was.
yeah,
That
it
was on my.
is. Yeah, and we have some. I mean, the grocery stores are just super good about giving us the stuff. Either it's stuff that has just expired, about to expire, or some of it hasn't expired, but they've just had too much stock on it,
It's
or
not moving.
yeah, it's not moving, or some of it may be that um, somebody's got in new packaging, so they have to clear the shelves of the old packaging. There's
Right.
lots of different reasons. But
Right.
we, in fact, and the fun thing about it, or scary depending, um, you never know what's going to come on those trucks until you see it.
Oh,
So
really?
okay,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yesterday, no, I'm sorry, Monday. I lost a day in there. Monday, we got in so much fresh fruit. We got in the most beautiful strawberries, and we got in blueberries and raspberries and blackberries. And we had so much that we had to put them in a refrigerator that doesn't normally get used for that purpose. But we had so many, and a lot of that got handed out today.
So on this produce, some of it you probably really got to try to push quite a bit then,
Yeah, and
or
one,
save it like you said there, because
yeah,
yeah,
and one of the reasons we have to have so many volunteers is when a a pallet of strawberries comes in, we have to go through each and every one of those boxes to take out any ones that have spoiled. You
Right.
know,
Right.
you can't leave a rotten strawberry in there or they'll all get rotten.
Yeah.
So, but it takes time. It takes time to do all that. But
Yeah. And oh shucks, I had my train of thought left. That train, I had another thought, but it left. My train. I had something else I was going to ask you along that line about this rescue operation. Oh, yeah. Oh, my train came back.
yeah,
What do we? What you work somewhat with the Northern Illinois Food Bank too, don't you?
yeah, yeah. So the Northern Illinois Food Bank is like the head group in this whole area,
Right.
and so a lot of the government allocations, um, the temporary emergency food allocation program, all comes to Northern, and
I
then
see.
a month it comes to us based on how many
Right.
food we,
Right.
and yeah, they're very,
Sometimes those things cost a little, but they cost
yeah.
they're low, I mean, but they're still cost.
Yeah, and then along with that, the ARPA funds, the American Rescue Plan, Kane County put quite a bit money into a pot at Northern Illinois to let us all get a bunch of other free items. So all the pantries in Kane County,
Okay, that's really good.
yeah,
And we gotta keep these pantries going, like we said. We don't
we
know what's
certainly,
gonna happen here. Go
yeah,
on, excuse me. Mhm.
yeah. And one of the misconceptions is people are like, oh, you know, poor people that don't have any jobs and money are the ones that come to the pantry. And I'm like, no, that's not true. Um, because of the way our economy is, many of our families, their whole paycheck goes for housing. And so they have to decide, okay, should I pay my mortgage? Maybe I should pay the electric bill this month, but now I can't have food. So we're like, you should pay that electric bill. Come to us for your food.
That's
Um,
I remember Diane Renner, we'll mention her again, but I know she mentioned it. I know some other pantry directors
mhm.
mentioned this, and you just mentioned it too, that the food pantry is helping out the rent, or
Yes, it is.
it's a
Yes,
covering for a lot of things that way, or other electrical bills. We can go down the list of different things
yeah.
that it's covering, or health insurance you might need.
Mhm.
So it's a blessing, and we are thankful to have Marie Wilkinson and Aurora, and Anita's being with us here. And you have a new director. I should mention her a little. You want to mention our new director there?
Sure. So the director that came in to replace Diane is Annette Johnson, who anybody who's been in Aurora for a while knows Annette because she's been on the East Aurora School Board for
Right. Hmm.
good many years. In fact, that's how her and I met and became friends, um, was through the school board. And so she does that, and then she does the pantry, and she also is a accountant.
Oh, I forgot
She's
that.
the CFO of a company that does restaurant supplies. So she has a lot of great contacts in the
Well,
restaurant.
that is very good. And we just lost our friend here. Oh, let's see if she's coming back or not. Well, we thank Anita. We had this talk about going down, and I think she might have an Apple phone that does those things. So anyway, we had a good conversation there, and I thank the Marie Wilkinson Food Pantry for being who they are. And we'll see you then on Friday, Lord willing, and we'll be back. So thank you very much for listening. And remember the Marie Wilkinson Food Pantry with a donation or help. And we have other pantries in Aurora, and we've talked about them. We're blessed. And we have one up in Batavia. We're blessed. So just remember our pantries. And then we'll see you then on Friday, Lord willing. So bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.